All right, all right, all right. Hey, Raven. Hey, we got people here. We got there's people here already. This is beautiful. Vallejo, Joshua, Raven. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you. Everything good? Sounds okay. Everything's good to go. It's Saturday afternoon. This is so strange. It's just 3 o'clock Saturday is not. It's not like hockey stream time. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see. Hey, Rosado, how you doing? Joshua, today's game is going to be streamed on the Panthers website. Yeah. Well, this is the last one. Um, when you guys get the lineup, go ahead and post it because I haven't been on Twitter but for maybe 30 seconds today. All right, so hey, Matthew, how you doing, buddy? Oh no, that's okay. That's all right, man. Sometimes I miss my own streams, man. Today was good. Uh, we finally stopped raining. We had the remnants of that hurricane dropped on top of us for 5 straight. Was it only five? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like six. That's six. Like almost a week straight. It rained for almost a week straight. Whatever the hell it was crazy. So the dogs are happy with the sunshine out there. So this is it now. This Raven. I don't let Raven. This is what I'm gonna say. I don't think that's Alex. I don't think. See, and there you go. That's not Alex. I can't speak for his partner in crime, but Alex is cool with me. It's he's a good he's good. Vallejo, you like the schedule now? You don't have to stay up the whole night because you live in the EU, right? Mike, yeah, please, no injuries, no injuries, absolutely. Hey, yo, ZB, how you doing, bud? Raven, mess. Steve may come and he may not come. That's what I can say. So since we've got what do we got? 15, 16 people here. When we get to about 30 people, if we get that high today and we get to 20 likes, I've got big, huge, monumental news. I kind of almost gave it away a little bit on Alex Puck Monkey's stream, but you guys who saw that, don't say anything yet. If you saw what I said, don't say anything yet. So yeah, once we get up to about 25, 30 people, Mike, I no man, water. If this was moonshine, watch this. That's it. In 30 seconds, I was talking like this because I know I got no tolerance whatsoever. No. Alex, yeah. Yeah. Just hold off on that, Alex. Just just hold off on that for 5 minutes and then you'll understand why. You'll understand why. Um Matthew. Fluffy is actually laying on his bed. I left the door open as long as I could for him, but he's been running around in the yard a lot today because the geese are around. And it's Saturday, so people are riding their bikes by, and it's like 60 degrees and windy. So he's wiped out. Raven wants to know if I ever heard of Nightbot. What do I think about setting up? I don't know anything about Nightbot. Um, I don't even is it a streaming software? Is it something that's gonna vacuum and clean my house at night? Because that I'm all about. If something wants to come do some work at night for me, I'm all okay with that, man. Um, hey, Mega Matt, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, let's go. We got 5-2 Panthers, Nate. Yeah, I don't know who's playing today. I don't know if if we're getting the full lineup or whatnot. But yeah, Alex says you know the secret plans. You have all the power. Oh, ZB Mono is the Air Force fun. And what is the worst boring military branch? Well, I'll put it to you this way. The joke when I was in was I was going to join the military, but I joined the Air Force instead. So there's that. Um, the Air Force is a special branch. When I was at Eielson Air Force Base in Alaska, and across the street, geez, I have forgotten the name of the Army base, and I've never forgotten it until this. I think it's Elmendorf. I think it was Elmendorf. Anyway, when we were walking at 7:30 in the morning in our civilian clothes, when we were walking to the dining hall to go get breakfast because we didn't have to be to work till 9 o'clock, the Army guys were across the street. They'd already been in formation and jogging, and we'd wave at them and they'd wave at us. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for the easy way out, you join the Air Force. Yeah, it's Matthew said, quote, Coast Guard is boring. Raven says it's a bot you can set up to do hints on certain commands. You explained it on Discord a little bit. Basically, for example, I said Twitter would send you a Twitter link or explanation Patreon. I'll look it up. Thank you, Stella. Fort Wainwright. Yeah. I don't know why I've never forgotten it before. What the hell is Elmendorf? Is Elmendorf another Air Force base in Alaska? How did I get that confused? Anyway, yeah, I was at Eielson, and yeah, so we used to wave at the Army guys jogging by. All right, so what do we got? We got 20 people. We're doing good, huh? We're getting close. We got 19 people, right? Yes, Elmendorf. Yeah, I was never at Elmendorf. Maybe I had a friend that went there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm 51. If you watch the replay, I'm in shock because that's the first time I've forgotten the damn name of but what's it been? 30, 33 years? That's long enough, right? Mike says, so you watched Toronto and Detroit last night, and both teams barely had a heart rate. Florida has to play their rival in the preseason. Both teams always out for blood. Tampa Bay instigating it. It was evident on Thursday. Tampa Bay didn't come to play in the first period. They definitely came back in the second period. Hey, Roxy Rocks, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Matthew, how's Kyle doing? Kyle is downstairs listing Christmas ornaments on eBay. He's here. Matthias will be here from the 27th of October to the 14th of November. So, yeah. All right, Raven, we got 20. Thank you, Fairfully. I appreciate that. It's good lighting. It's good lighting. All right. Stella, you read all the veterans that played Thursday will sit today, so it's going to kind of be flip-flopped. All right. I guess we're not going to know exactly what the lines are until next Thursday night. Speaking of next Thursday night, all right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't know exactly where. I don't know if it's going to be here or I don't know if it's going to be downstairs. I have to move some stuff around and figure it out because starting with the first game of the year, every possible game that I can do, Kyle and I are going to live stream throughout the entire game. There you go. And I'm not going to cancel any content to do that. We're still going to have the pregame. Kyle will run the live stream during the intermissions so that I can still do the recap. And then we'll still have the reviews with Stu in the morning. But yeah, so I think we're going to set it up downstairs on the couch. And the real honest, true reason is because Ellie's going to be 12 years old on Thanksgiving. And I don't know how much longer she's going to, and we do Kyle cuddles during the hockey game. And I don't want to do it here because I'm just sitting on a chair and she couldn't sit in my lap. So I'm going to do everything I can to set it up downstairs. So it might not look as pretty as this, but I'll work on learning some graphics and whatnot to make the stream better. But the first stream is going to be, I'm just going to get it done and do it. And I've done a couple before. But yeah, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, she's going to be 12 on Thanksgiving. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do every game that I can do. I'm going to do every game that I can do. So I don't want to guarantee all 82, especially when Matthias is here. You never know if I have a game I need to move, and not do the whole live stream. But the hope is that now those late games, I may not be able to live stream the entire games, like the ones that start at like 10:30. There's a few nights that we have late games where Matthias is here, where I probably won't stream the whole night. I don't know. We'll see. It's up to him how he's handling it. So, all right, let's see. John Carlos says couch cuddles. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Hey, she's gonna be 12, right? And so you just, you don't know, right? She's still doing good, but you never know, right? So I don't want to cut her couch cuddle time short, And Fluffy comes up and gives me good luck. In the second, and he's been doing this since he was a puppy. Fluffy will come up in the second period and we rub him and we say we need Fluffy luck. And when Verhage scored in overtime, we were rubbing Fluffy because we needed Fluffy luck. All right, let's see. Roxy, you said nobody's playing for the Cats today. Make or break time for the Stiffs. So we're really not going to just throw out a lineup at all during the entire preseason. That's our starting lineup. Okay. We'll see what happens there. Nate, so is Hornquist definitely on LTI, or are we just assuming that? There's another way, depending on how many people we want to sign. This is not my original idea. Somebody else brought this to my attention. I don't remember if it was a stream or a comment. I apologize. Maybe one of you remember who it was. But Colin White, if we waive him and somebody claims him, that's $1.2 million. If we waive him and nobody claims him and he goes to the AHL, from what this person said, I think the cap hit would only be $75,000. That would give us enough space with the cute Alex. That would give us enough space to have two people, because we have like 500 now. So if we gain 1.1, that's 1.6, which is enough for 800,000. Mike, man, I know. I'm sorry, brother. What Mike, long story short, I saw the email. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm trying to I've got to figure out a lot of the technical stuff for the live stream that I want to do. And Stu is trying to get Randy and Billy for before Thursday, which is like in the next 4 days. So I'm hyper condensed with, I don't want to give too much time away. I don't want to promise anything. And then that's when Randy can do it. And then I got to cancel and everything. So by the end of the weekend, that should all be situated and settled. I'm hoping to have Randy tomorrow, because we said it's going to be after this game. So my webcam is acting a little bit funny. I don't know if I got a loose USB cord or something, but every time I hit the desk, I'm getting a little bit of a flash. I better get a second webcam just in case for the live streaming. Matthew Jeans, is it possible to get some ex-Panthers player to do the live stream? I don't know about the live stream, because Randy does the TV and Billy does radio. You said you heard Mellenby does podcast live stream invites. That'd be interesting. The big heavy duty jacket that I haven't worn in a long time on the channel was actually signed by Scott Mellenby in '96, like before we even went to the Cup. And of course, it got washed off. Joshua says, is there some way you can get Randy, Billy, and Goldie? And we can't get Goldie. I'm just going to tell you what he told us. And I'm not saying he's not saying the truth, but I don't know exactly what it is. But there's something in his contract or something that he hasn't contractually with another show like the Florida Panthers official podcast, that's why you don't see him on like podcasts, like fan podcasts like mine. So he apologized. He said he would like to do it, but contractually he can't. So that's unfortunate for me. He can go on and do stuff with like George and whatnot because they're credentialed. They're credentialed media. I'm not credentialed media. I'm not down there. So that's where we are. But everybody else we can get. And then and this is why I'm asking, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Here we're at 5,700 now, because last year when we talked to the team about, hey, can we get a player? What we got back was, we're not saying no, but we're keeping an eye on you. They're watching us. And I think 10,000 subscribers would give us just enough credibility, right? Because at the time that we asked, I don't even think we had 2,000 subscribers. So we can get to 10. And then we say to the team, hey, look, we got 10,000 subscribers. We might be able to get a player. So they haven't told us no there. So that's still a possibility. All right, let's see. Matthew, you still processing the Mackenzie Weegar thing? That's about the right amount of money for him, 6.25. I think that's the right amount of money for him. I'm sure he wanted more. I know when he was getting ready to sign with us, people thought that he wanted Sergachev money. There was no way the Panthers were going to give him more than Ekblad. And maybe he just asked the team for the same contract as Ekblad, and they said no. But anyway, 6.25. It's a decent contract all the way around. There's no glaring winner or loser there. Now, I saw somebody's preview say he's projected to be on their second pairing. That's a lot of money for a second pairing guy. So that remains to be seen. Let's see. Vallejo and Mike are having a conversation. Let's see. Rosado, do I think it's an overpay? Nah. No. I mean, you got to figure he's got the numbers. Like if he was a team, if he was a RFA and took a team to arbitration, he'd get at least 6, because he's got the numbers. And the only argument against him the team would have would be the timing of his mistakes. So I think 6. When somebody asked me on the stream the day before, I said 6.5. So I think he's okay. The years, yeah. Well, nobody was going to get him for less than 8 years. I don't think he was going to be willing to sign for less than that. And somebody would have given it to him. And I think Calgary knew that. Same as like Spencer Knight. Somebody would have given Spencer Knight 4.5 and put him in net as their starter. Don't think for a second. I know that people think, and I agree in terms of overpaying for Knight, in terms of him being a backup. But if you don't think a team like, just go down, team maybe like Washington, right? Or a younger team that's up and coming, a team would have paid Spencer Knight and said, there you go, kid, there's the net. We'll grow with you. Kind of like Markstrom. So we kind of got stuck there, but I'm sure Spencer Knight's like, look, Bobrovsky's not my problem. All right, let's see. Mike says you got a few video ideas and tools that might help me for when we're ready to talk. All right, bud. Yeah, I'm really bad with the email right now. The other thing, does anybody know? This is a question, and this is part of the reason, Mike, why I've been so bad about getting back to everybody. You're not alone. Does anybody know somebody? I made the website with GoDaddy. It's just a simple drag and drop, plug and play stuff. I don't know any of the back end programming, any of that crap. It's supposed to be you apply for AdSense, they have their bots crawl the site, and then they get back to you. Well, they keep telling me the site is unavailable. And when I've asked online, There's no customer service. And they send you to the community boards, and they're talking way above my head, like on the back end technically of the site. And then when I go to GoDaddy, they don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. If anybody knows somebody that knows how to work with websites genuinely, and would like some free advertising, send them my way. Because my only other option is to find somebody and pay them to make a whole new site. And I don't have the money to do that. So if anybody knows anybody, send them my way. All right, what do we got here? Mike, you think Calgary isn't winning anything anytime soon? That's not according to Nick. Seriously, guys, if any of you haven't watched Nick's season preview, don't eat before you watch it. It is nightmare fuel for Florida Panther fans. If you take everything that's going to make us go, what? It's all wrapped up in the one video. Mike, yeah, I figured. Anyway, Mike, that's part of the reason I haven't been getting back to people, because I'm on all these community boards, and I'm on Fiverr, and everybody I'm reaching out to on Fiverr is like, they know how to do Wix and WordPress sites. They don't know how to work with GoDaddy sites. And I'm starting to think I'm going to have to pay somebody, because if I pay somebody to build it from the ground up, they guarantee monetization. That's probably going to cost me like $400 or $500 I don't have. So but at the same time, I'm getting people are reading the articles. I'm missing out on ad revenue. So I'm pissed, to be honest with you. Oh, there's two mics. There's Mike 429, and then there's the other mic upstairs, right? Matthew. I stopped paying attention to the concussion thing about 2 or 3 days ago. So if it's happened in the last 2 or 3 days, and to be honest with you, Twitter has just become unusable. And so that a lot of times that's where I would get my headlines from and then research it from there. But Twitter's just become so abusively political, it's unusable. So no, I haven't seen that they changed the protocols. There's the other Mike. We got Mike 429 and just Mike. Calgary talking about Stanley Cup. They can't even get past Edmonton, please. Yeah, well, I want a Calgary Flames Florida Panthers Stanley Cup. Look, I want the Panthers to win a cup. I've picked us to win the cup. I know everybody disagrees with me. That's fine. But if we're going to win the cup this year, I'd really like to do it against Calgary. I'd really, really enjoy doing. Don't forget Markstrom. Don't forget Jacob Markstrom, people. Okay, that's a circle and a circus and a half coming back around if we face Jacob Markstrom in the Stanley Cup Finals. All right. I love Luongo, but it looks like we didn't have to pay Bobrovsky $10 million. We could have just waited for Markstrom to develop. And yeah. Rosado says you'd rather pay Matheson $4 million versus Weegar $6 million. I don't think Matheson was only $4 million though, right? I think Matheson was about the same, wasn't he? Sorry, guys. I know I missed some chat up above. It's flying pretty fast here. Yeah, Duong. I hope I got your name right there. I hope I got it right. It's not you giving the Flames high odds. It's the website MoneyPuck. Yeah, I did a video about that. It's Calgary and Colorado in the West tied, I believe, at 8.1 or something, and then Florida and Toronto in the East tied at 7.3. I agree with that. I think Calgary's going to be good. They got the right coach. They got the goaltending. I can't see why. I understand people saying they can't get past Edmonton. I don't know. It seems to me like they're gonna have some motivated guys on that team. You know what I mean? Alex, you say Markstrom's overrated. What's his contract? Did Markstrom suck in round 2? I don't think I was watching that one. I think he had a couple rough nights. I think you're correct though, right? So, Mike, you're saying apparently the money puck guy is a Bolts fan, which doesn't make any sense because so that would make sense though as to why he put the Rangers so low. Mike, that actually you're right. That does make sense now. I'm thinking about it. That's why he put the Rangers so low. So you're saying Puck Monkey says marks him 6 million. All right, all right. That's a little high. I mean, yeah, it's okay. You can get guys cheaper than that. Wait till Spencer Knight's the starter for $4.5 million. I don't think Bobrovsky's going to be here the entire length of that extension that Spencer Knight signed. I just don't think he will be, man. Matthew says there were rumors that Huberdeau was going to go to Montreal rather than Calgary. If he would have been a free agent, it's possible. It's possible, but I mean, I think basically Huberdeau was like, you know what, this is good enough. I don't think he wanted to be. I think he was surprised enough to be moved. Obviously, if what he said was truly what he said. So I can't blame him for just wanting to stay still and not sign anything anywhere else. Fearfully says, I want to bless you and I will pay you for it. Can I MoneyGram you Monday? Please, I think you're great. I don't know anything about hockey and I just like listening to you. And I appreciate that. Maybe become a member. Maybe become a member of the channel. You get at least you get benefits that way. There's a whole thing going on with PayPal right now, and I don't want to get political because I haven't looked into it too much. But apparently, basically, PayPal now can take $2,500 from you if you post something they don't like or they deem misinformation or something. That's kind of scary because I sell on eBay for a living, and I know eBay and PayPal aren't together anymore, and I get through eBay payments, but I have to check and see if I have to take PayPal to sell on eBay because I don't know if people are over exaggerating or I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. But it sounds like basically if I post a meme that they deem misinformation, they can fine me $2,500. And it's at their sole discretion. So I'm a little wary about using PayPal right now. Oh, I got fearfully. Email me because I I really appreciate what you're saying. Fearfully, email me at flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. Flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. And then we'll have a conversation. All right. I appreciate that. Rosati saying Bob getting too much hate. I'm not saying I'm not saying it in terms of hate. I find it difficult to believe that we're going to pay $14.5 million for two goaltenders for 3 years. That's the only reason why. I had pretty much what I thought was going to happen was Bobrovsky was going to play 3 more years and we'd get rid of him after when he's got a couple left, and that Spencer was going to get like a $2 million bridge deal, maybe 3. But at 4.5, it starts making me think they're going to move Bobrovsky. Braga Waga, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Mike. Oh, I love you, man. I'm doing the best I can, man. If you one day, you know what I need to do? I need to do a life in the day, a day in the life of Jaws video. If you guys knew, like there's some days by the time it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's the first time I'm not doing something working related, and I'm up at like 6 in the morning. Because it's 2 businesses. Because neither one of the businesses pays the bills. So it's like when I'm doing eBay, I'm like I should be making videos, and when I'm making videos, I'm like I really should be listening on eBay. I'm just going to keep digging it up. That's part of the reason why I'm doing the live streams. It'll grow the channel, and That's the name of the game. Matthew, who said we're trading Knight? We're definitely not trading Spencer Knight. Boy, I'm gonna butcher your name, buddy. I'm gonna try to get this right. Fulgencio. I hope I got that right. The game is being streamed on the Florida Panthers website. So yeah, it's being streamed on floridapanthers.com. All right, let's see what we got. Night 1 goes to 2. Okay, thank you for yeah, it's flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. And he's not completely wrong. If I don't answer for a day or two, don't take it personal. I'm behind with everybody. I'm going to do my best to catch up before the season starts. Crazy Bill. Yeah, Crazy Bill's the least watched video of them all, with the exception of the podcast that I did the other day. Great. Thank you. Fulgencio. All right. I like that. That's a cool name. Oh, Matthew, the woo-woo flu video. Yeah. It's weird. That thing got stuck. Like it got like 600 and something views. And then like one day, like YouTube just said, we're not showing this thing to anybody else ever again. And it's never gotten one, like the counter stopped. If anybody's watching it, the counter has stopped on it, right? Rosati, you love Crazyville. We'll see. I might. Matthias going to be here for about 3 weeks. We might do something. We might do something for Halloween. We'll see how I feel, how he feels. Bob for Vasilevsky. Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to do that, if you want to go there, right? Let's see. Mike says Bob's value will never be higher than it was prior to last summer ever in his career. We'll have to buy out. Maybe he'll let us move on, move like Strawman and not be a prick about it like Yandel. Yeah, Mike, you're dead on, which is what I thought. Because what, we got 4 years left. I thought it was going to be 2 more years. And then we'd buy him out and kind of eat the last 2 years. And I guess that's still possible. That's just so much money to pay for a backup goaltender. And the other thing, we don't know what Maurice's what his theory is on how many games goaltenders should get. Like, is it going to be like a 60-20, 50-30, 40-40? We don't know what his idea of a split's going to be. Now, I do know I don't like what we started the season with last year. I think that it'd be better to give guys 4-5 games in a row. Like if you could give Bob 5 games in a row and give Spencer 3, maybe 4 games in a row, because you don't want guys to sit too long. But it's kind of tough when you got a young goaltender like Spencer who needs to play. And we saw last year what happened when he wasn't getting enough playing time. He'd be gone, be out for 7-8 days. He wouldn't play at all. And then he wasn't good. And he had to go back to the AHL and get straight. Matthew says I should do a special Halloween stream, dress up in costume as the Yager. I have an old video where I did the Yager. I think I have to find that wig. What day of the week is Halloween on this year? That's actually an interesting point. Eyes, yeah, they shadow banned that video. Alex, what happened to the shorts? Dude, your guess is as good as mine. So what YouTube is going to do now is they're going to allow you to monetize your shorts. That was the fantastic news. And then yesterday I found out how many views on shorts you have to have. You can monetize your shorts if in the last 90 days you have 10 million views. You're kidding me, right? So like I had the one video blow up. It's got like 800,000 views. So if I had 10 of those in a 90-day period, it wouldn't even be enough. It wouldn't even be enough. 10 million. Yeah. I mean, just absurd. So now I put out, something fun happens with the dogs at the river, I'll put out one or two here or there. If it goes well, it goes well. If not, oh well. Some of them get 2 or 3,000. Some of them get 2 or 300. But whatever they were doing with the algorithm when they first put it out, they've changed that. They dialed that back seriously. So at first I was excited. I could make some extra money. But no, I'm not going to get 10 million views in 90 days from Fluffy at the river. I'd be lucky if I get 1 million, but 10 million, that's absurd. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. I appreciate that, man. Matthew, if I brought in a celebrity, celebrity dog, celebrity dog. You know what I'm actually concerned about, Matthew? This is a genuine, real concern I have, especially with shorts, is that I'm afraid that people are going to go get puppies. And because puppies are cute and people love puppy videos, and they're going to get puppies. And if that puppy doesn't get enough views, if he doesn't become popular enough, then they're going to take the dog back wherever they got it. People are going to get puppies thinking they can monetize their shorts and make bank. And then when it doesn't happen, they're going to, it's going to happen. People are going to do it. Fluffy's, he's not here. He's not here right now. He is in the bedroom on his bed. I left the door open for him to come in for a while, but he's exhausted. He was running around the front yard all day. Now, yeah, we're gonna try to set up when I do the live streaming. I'm gonna try to do what Nick does and have a Fluffy cam. The problem is he's not like Cortana. He moves around. Like, he don't sit in the same spot for more than 5 or 10 minutes, because whatever spot he lays on, he gets warm. So he gets up and moves around all the time. So you mean make Fluffy a cameo? You mean on the website? People can pay me. Oh, you mean like I'm only half understanding what you're saying. It sounds like it'd be a good idea, but I'm only half understanding it for some reason. I gotta move around here a little bit for a second. Okay. It's called cameo. Let's say like Fluffy wishes you happy birthday for. Okay. So it would just be something that he says, or is it like some kind of software where like there'd be a picture of Fluffy talking and saying happy birthday to somebody? I could do that with the puppets. I could do that with the puppets, right? I could bring the puppets on the live stream and be like, hey, for $5, I'll curse your brother out with Francisco. Oh, man, Matthew, what about using the Instagram channel? I record a video. Yeah, the Instagram. Dude, man, I just don't have the time, right? That's the biggest thing for me, guys, is time. Every once in a while I try to post something on Instagram. Ask the guys in the Discord. I'm like never there. I do the best I can, but I've got irons in so many different fires. Yeah, Alex, you know about the puppet idea. Alex, we'll talk about that. You write me a letter that I can understand and how my brain works. Yeah, I saw Puck. I saw the new video. Puck Monkey's got a new video out. It was yesterday, right? Was it yesterday with Uyghur? Yeah. His new best friend Steve and Alex made a video. Hi, Steve. All right, let's see. Mike, yeah, I've never. I'll be around more during. Well, actually, now it's going to be less because during the games, I used to interact on Twitter. Wait till Stu finds out. Oh, geez, I just thought about this. Because during the games, I interact on Twitter. I text with Stu and my brother and my father, and I try to pop in on the Discord. And now with the live streaming, he's going to be pissed off. they're gonna be pissed off, right? Maddie to do it. Steve Dangle does invite people to the watch party. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to. I'm going to be spending some time learning the software the way I should, so that it's not just me live streaming all the time. It will be for game one because I don't want to overpromise, but the real deep truth of it is that financially I need to be making as much content as I possibly can. So that's why I've decided to do the live streaming. So I'm going to have to invest the time to actually learn all the software and how to do all the things like Coach Frenchie does and all of that. I'm just going to have to do it. So yeah, please, if you guys message me or anything like that, if I don't get back to you, don't take it personally. Trust me. I there's like barely 5 minutes of the day where I'm not staring at this laptop taking care of something. Um, yeah. Thank you for promoting Alex here. No, and I mean that, man. That's I'm being genuine. I'm not being a smartass. I appreciate that. Mike, how did I meet Stu? We He saw me on Twitter. Well, I guess he started seeing the videos and then he found me on Twitter. And that was a couple of years ago. It was a few years ago. We chatted back and forth for a full season, and then last season was when we started making content together. Right, Mike. I good luck getting Stu on Discord. Stu would last about 5 minutes on Discord, and what is this bullshit? And that would be the end of Stu. He wouldn't get it. I hardly get it. Are you kidding? I have two accounts because I can't figure out which one I own the damn Discord with. It just I'm old. I apologize. All right, Pragawaga says you agree with Vallejo about Eric Stahl. You'd rather see a new player learning and making mistakes than an older player dragging around. Eric Stahl, yeah. Yeah. And you think Maurice likes Eric Stahl because he was with the Canadiens team and went to the Cup, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you are correct. That pisses me off. I would much rather have go down the list. Because if you're going to put him at 4C, is Hutsko a center or is he a winger? Does Hutsko look good? Come on. I 100% agree, Praga. And if you guys want to know about not getting back, hey, Mike, you think I haven't gotten back to you? You should see the messages from Praga Waga I haven't gotten back to. I do that. Yeah, you Mike, you got nothing on Praga Waga. George, Michael, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, you guys are talking about the invites and everything. I plan on burning my eyeballs out. And don't forget, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have to shoot all of the video for the opening day intro. The opening day intro is 5 minutes long. And I just finished, and I mean just finished the audio today because it's a musical thing, and I had to cut it together. And I was very, very frustrated and very, very stubborn about it. But I got the music put together, and now I have to do all the video in 3 days. So please don't take it personally when you message me and I don't get back. I promise I eventually will. Yeah, Alex. Stu is the stick boy for the Isles dynasty. Stu knows. Stu has been around. Stu is the real deal, right? Vallejo, you agree with me? Maurice is too tight with Stahl to rationally think about other options. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, man. Mike, you sent me a few Discord messages. Look, and that's what I tell people now is like, if you want the 90% chance you have of getting a hold of me is flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. Because I just can't, people with Facebook and Twitter and Discord and Instagram and then the email and then comments on, I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with it all. And I do the best I can. So yeah, if you want to guarantee that the email will be responded to within a week, flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. If you don't mind waiting 5 or 6 months, hit me up on Instagram. If you hit me at the wrong time on Instagram, forget about it. You might be like, "Oh, I didn't see this. It was 8 weeks ago." Matthew, Gene, holy crap! Wow, thank you, thank. That's a round of applause. That's a round of applause. Thank you, genuinely, seriously, holy crap! And that that I mean that helps. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that. That helps. Believe me, it does. Um, yeah. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Absolutely, man. Um, fearfully, don't take too long to respond to your spin on your hair and nails. See, I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. I don't have my haircuts are cheap, right? Twice a week in the shower, I just soap it up and shave it off, right? And eventually I won't have much to shave up there. All right, let's see. Mike, within a week. Oh man. All right. Yeah, Matthew fed Fluffy for a week. That's actually true. I think it's actually directly true because his food. I was thinking the other day that I need to go get food by the end of this week. So legit, I think he just did. um, hey Colby, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. For those of you, we've got more people in the chat. We got a bunch of new people. For those of you who missed the announcement, boy, my lighting just went out. Anyway, for those of you who missed the announcement when we only had 20 people here, starting Thursday, Kyle and I are going to be live streaming throughout the entire hockey games. So for those of you who missed that at the beginning of the stream, we are going to be live streaming. I can't promise all 82, but I'm going to do my best. You guys know how that goes. And I'm not cutting any content out to do that. Still going to have the pregame. I'm still going to have the recaps. Kyle's going to take over the stream during the intermission so I can still do the recaps. And we'll still have the reviews with Stu afterwards. So, yeah, we're adding that in. I didn't want to say anything till I was sure I could do it. And I'm never going to be sure I could do it. So I'm just going to do it anyway. And then Kyle will be there for the moments when my voice gives out and he'll still talk to you about something. He's going to be watching the games, but don't be surprised if somehow he can take the Panthers being in a 2-2 tie and turn it into talk about Magic Kingdom. I'm not responsible for that whatsoever. But you say you're gonna have Alex and Steve analysis during the intermission, LOL. If Steve's around, I don't know. I think Steve don't like me no more. So we'll have to wait. Steve will have to he's on sabbatical. I'll just put it that way right now. So I didn't ban him. Don't get that idea. He's around. He's probably lurking. He just doesn't want to say anything. Yeah, Puck Monkey and Steve Dirty intermission. Hey, if they get too fancy, I'll just throw Stu on with them, and that'll be the end of that because ain't nobody gonna be able to talk over Stu. You got ain't nobody could talk over Stu. I'll just throw Stu right on there and be like, I'll be back. I gotta go play with the puppets. Oh man. So Matthew says, if you ever get Barry Melrose or Keith Jones or those guys on, yeah, but that's why we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. That's the goal. If I can get to 10,000, I think I'll have enough credibility to really genuinely start asking people. Be like, hey, this is 7 years. I got 10,000 subscribers, and 10,000 doesn't sound like a lot, but in the hockey world, 10,000 is a decent sized channel. So I think once I get there, I'll be able to get, and the fact that we're going to be able to get Randy and Billy again too, that really helps too. Colby says the Flame fans were celebrating like they won the cup just because Huberdeau got an assist yesterday. Oh, it's going to be a long season of that though, Colby. It's going to be a long season. Every damn goal that Huberdeau or Uyghur scores you're going to see on Twitter, Calgary won the trade. And wait until the Panthers start off slow. I'm telling you, we're not going to be out of the playoffs like somebody said. But we're going to start off slow enough to where you're going to see the fans of the Flames and the Leafs start going, we told you. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I'm going to be sitting here in 20 days saying, I told you so. That's what's going to happen. And then we're going to get better and better, and we're going to shut them up. We'll put it that way. Mike says that I bet I could talk over Stu if I tried. It takes a New Yorker to talk. You're right. You're absolutely correct. I just start laughing. He doesn't do it anymore now, though. He used to talk over me, and people gave him so much shit in the comments that now, if you watch, and when I'm talking, you could. He's just sitting there. He's like, right? Because he has to focus so hard. I love you, Stu. If you're watching, if you see this, you know I'm just ribbing you. He takes it personally. He really tries hard. And look, think about it. I've been making content for 5 years already when he just jumped on with me, and he'd never done anything before. So the fact that we were able to just integrate seamlessly like that with only a few minor hiccups, he's done a really good job. He's a good guy. So, all right, guys, I just got a couple of minutes left in me, and then I'm going to go set up. Now, I don't know what I would like to be able to do, what I would really like to be able to do, and I don't know if I can technically do it, is do the pregame streams in here and then bring the whole show downstairs. I don't know if technically I can do that, because I'd have to unplug the laptop and all of this and unplug it all and carry it all down there. So I don't know if I can do that or not. So if Thursday stream starts off downstairs, it's going to be a work in progress to make it look prettier. You know what I mean? But we'll be doing it. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. All right, Josh. Appreciate that. Yeah, Stu smoking that cigar. He's cranky. He's cranking during the videos. Yeah, Stu is just he loves his cigars. No doubt about that, man. Dwan says, and I hope I'm getting your name right, man. At first, no one gave me the chance to the Flames sign even one of the players, and the Flames signed both. You're correct. Matthew Gene, holy crap. Wow, dude, you seriously just bought Fluffy's bag of food for a month. No, I mean, really, it's a $50 bag, and it's just about a month's worth of food. If I added enough chicken, genuine. Thank you, man. I mean, really, seriously. I mean, I'm embarrassed with how much it helps. Just put it that way. I'm genuine about that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, no, it's literally, I gotta go buy his dog food Friday. It's a $50 bag. So it's no joke about that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get the stream set up. Last game where we're just relaxing and it doesn't really matter. Thursday, 1 hour before the game. Then we're streaming throughout the game. Then the intro for you guys who've been watching this channel long enough, you know that in the years past, I've done my raps and all of that. This year, I decided to have the cojones to sing. I ain't Daryl Hall, but it's not bad. It's good enough. It's good enough. Let's put it this way. The lyrics were so good that I just couldn't not do it. The lyrics, Matthew, I actually thought about one of those. I can't get that high. It's decent. Let's put it this way. You've definitely all heard Much Worse at a Karaoke Bar. We'll put it that way. But the lyrics were too good. I saw that, Alex. The lyrics were too good not to do it. So I just did it. So that's when I'm filming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I got to film all the video. Mike. Mike, I love you, man. Is this what it takes to get you to respond to me? Watch, you're going to get a response during the game now. It worked last time. Alec, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And the last thing I'll say, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. That's funny. Last thing I'll say is for everybody saying that I'm crazy, that I'm predicting the Panthers to win the cup. Understand, I've said this before. Every year I have predicted the Panthers not to win the cup. And every year I've been right. I have not been wrong since. Yet. You know what I mean. All right. Music feeds them. All right, guys. I really appreciate it. Genuinely. Matthew, Mike, really appreciate genuine. Seriously. So much. Really. All right. I'll see you guys after the game with the recap. Another two from the Mike. Mike, all right. Hey, that when you're at the Isles game. I love you too, guys. All right. 4-1 Tampa. They've got to win a game. Let them win a preseason game. This is ridiculous, right? If they go winless the whole preseason, people are going to start talking. 4-1 Tampa. None of them are Spencer Knight's fault. All right, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you after the game with the recap. And Stu and I will have a review tomorrow morning.